Hey guys, this is Albert. I wanted to share with you guys the story of my Bufo experience in Iquitos, Peru. I went to a retreat called Arcana. It was in the Amazon jungle, and it's been about 2 years since I did ayahuasca, so I was really excited to reconnect with myself. And yeah, so this particular retreat offered something that wasn't offered in my previous retreat, which is 5-MeO-DMT. It's DMT coming from an animal, a Sonora desert toad. It's nicknamed the God molecule. It's pretty much the strongest hallucinogen on the planet. Some say it's like doing 10 ayahuasca ceremonies in one hit. Bufo doesn't last 5 to 6 hours like ayahuasca does. It's short-lived, so it's anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes, but the overall intensity spooks a lot of people out. The reactions that you get with Bufo can range from full-blown screaming, yelling, laughing, pure ecstasy, crying, torture. I mean, I've seen it all in videos, which is why I was a little hesitant to do Bufo, because to me, I was already in the jungle. I was there to work on myself, doing ayahuasca. That was my only intention. But the more days that went by, and the more I talked about Bufo with the facilitators, the more convinced I became. And yeah, I was really nervous to do it, but this video is really short. It's just basically my reaction during and after my Bufo experience. I wanted to respect the rest of the people that were there to do the medicine and not record the entire time. Also show respect to the shamans and the facilitators that allowed me to record this. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on what I saw and how I felt, because it's something that can't be explained. It's like trying to explain colors, shapes, and sounds that don't exist in this dimension to people that have only heard or smelled or saw certain colors in this dimension. It's just unexplainable. And it sounds like it came out of a fucking Harry Potter movie, but I can say this. I can finally move on and live my life without fear. One of the biggest questions I had throughout my whole life, which I believe a lot of us have this question, is where do I go when I die? Is there really such thing as hell? Is there really such thing as heaven? And if there is such thing as hell, it's a lot of burden on my shoulders, because I made a lot of mistakes. If I can see my family, that fear of like, I'm gonna die one day and my friends are gonna die and so are my family members, just sometimes I think about that stuff and it scares me. Where did we come from? Like, where did we really come from, and where are we going? And will you reunite with your family members? And what if you don't? Does reincarnation actually exist? Or is it all just a big lie? It can get really confusing, and it sucks you in to the point where you start getting paranoid about that. Do you really only get one chance to get it right? Is there really a guy up there with magical fingers staring down at you going, you fucked up, you fucked up, you fucked up, you done did it, you're going to hell? Like, growing up, I was raised in a Christian family, and that was a lot of burden on me. Like, it basically, for me, religion, thank you for all the work you've done, nothing against religion at all, but my time with religion has passed, and simply because I don't like the control part of it, not being able to think for myself and make decisions for myself, and having that guilt of like exploring my own consciousness. I mean, it's my consciousness. This is my mind, my body, my spirit. As an adult, I have the right to explore that, and feeling guilty for that, or being shamed on, or looked down on because you're exploring your own consciousness is just ridiculous to me. And I had an opportunity 2 years ago when I did ayahuasca to ask the shaman, and I completely forgot about that question. So this time I made sure that I didn't forget. So second day in Arcana, I did ask about this question, and they advised me to do Bufo. Basically told me, you want the answer to the afterlife. You want to know where you come from, where you're going, do Bufo. It's the most beautiful death. It's the death and rebirth, basically. It's an amazing experience. Put me in tears, and everyone that was watching me was in tears afterwards. It was the most emotional, profound experience of my life. It saved my life. I cannot begin to explain how happy I am knowing the truth about everything, and that I don't have to live my life in fear and guilt about anything, because I know where I'm really going, and I know where we really come from. And just being able to see that is amazing. We all get to experience this twice in our lives. Once when you're born, birth, and the other one when you die. I cheated and got to do it twice in between. You know what I mean? Rather than waiting, because technically we all don't know jack shit about shit until we die. Ideologies, religion, everything, it is all faith. No one knows anything until we die. Then when you die, then you find out. Well, I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait. For me, I just needed that okay, that I am going on the right path, because having crystals and Buddha posters and Jesus next to each other and Shiva and all this stuff is, to me, it's conflicting, and I start second guessing myself. Am I going to hell for this? And is this bad? Should I remove Buddha from my house? Like, is this stupid? Like, it was driving me insane, and I needed that clarity. I needed that okay, that I'm doing fine. And for a lot of us, maybe some of you guys don't care. Maybe you're not religious. Maybe you don't even think about death. But I personally think we all do, whether you want to admit it or not. Until you're like laying in bed on your deathbed, you're gonna start really thinking about fuck. Is it too late to change my mind? I do believe, we all do believe. We do think about death, and it's pretty scary sometimes. And I feel like that's probably why I played my cards like right here with everything. Like, there's so many things I wanted to try in life, and I was like, that's for other people. That's not for me. I can't afford that, or no. I'm not athletic enough, or I'm not smart enough. I always shot myself lower because just the way I was raised to think that social class, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm gonna get, this is all I can get, and this is the religion that I believe in, I have to believe in this, and it was all control, and I was never allowed to actually fucking think for myself. And Bufo, what it did is just basically shattered all that bullshit, all those lies, shattered this reality, and showed me the truth. And because of that, I am so happy. I am so content with my life, with who I am, where I'm at. I've forgiven myself for everything that I've ever done to people, things that happened to me. I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone that's ever hurt me. Every boss that's ever fired me or did me wrong. Every person that I was with. Every lie. Everything. I just let it all go. It really feels like I've just been given a second chance. That's what Bufo felt like to me. If that makes any sense. Like, waking back up from that dream was just so emotional, because when you come back out of that Bufo experience, it's intense. You really feel like you were given another chance in this life. And now, the answer is very clear to me. It's not YOLO. It's not you only live once. You live infinite. You will always be a part of this universe. You don't just live once. And was a very clear message from Bufo, that everything's gonna be okay. There's absolutely nothing to fear. Like, there's no reason to fear death. It's natural. It's gonna come. People will die. People you love will die, and it's okay. You know, because in the end, we all come from love, and that was the main message I got from Bufo: is that we are all part of this universe, and we're together. So if you mistreat this planet or mistreat the animals around you, or you treat other people bad, you're hurting yourself. You know, that person's you and you're that person. So, or stepping on a roach or anything like that, you're stepping on yourself. Like, that was the message I got from Bufo, that we are all connected and that we should all be working together. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this video.
See on the other side of it.